dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. We're talking about the Royal Rumble 2025, February 1st, 2025. Cole, Pat, and Wade on commentary. Joe was there to introduce us to the show. Lucas Oil Stadium, Indianapolis, Indiana. Lanny Gardner did the national anthem. I don't know who that is, but she did. And then we had Stephanie McMahon open the show. And it's kind of weird, like, after this new set of allegations and the lawsuits and whatever, you know, flaring up, and Brock Lesnar's name being mentioned, more names being mentioned, and, you know, instead of, like, WWE exec employee 1, WWE exec employee, and it's just like, I don't know if we should have started with Stephanie, but, you know, no one booed her. She got that same energy, and she said, hey, we're the WWE because of y'all. The biggest gate in Royal Rumble history was 65,470 fans in this arena, Lucas Oil Stadium, man. I mean, not arena, stadium. Sorry, it's a stadium. I get my stadiums and arenas kind of mixed up. I don't know why, but I do. But Stephanie welcomes us. Then we have Pat McAfee intro. It's the intro for the Royal Rumble and talking about how the glorious, this glorious city and whatnot, Indy and everything like that. So it's a really cool package, getting us ready, getting us hyped for this Royal Rumble. And we started off with the Women's Royal Rumble, and we're gonna go through these and talk about everyone that came in. You know, the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble was Charlotte Flair, which I kind of saw it coming from a mile away. Like, you know, as soon as they announced it, I was like, okay, well, what about Becky Lynch? Are we going to get Becky Lynch? Is there an AJ Lee? AJ Lee was something more of a wish than an actual, like, oh, this is going to happen. But Becky Lynch was definitely like, yeah, we're going to get Becky. Becky's coming back, and what way to do it is at the Royal Rumble. Alexa Bliss was in the air. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's like, oh, their contracts, he's not signing, blah, blah, blah. And Michael Cole, like, calling us out, being like, oh, no, the internet lied, you know? It's just like, God damn it, Cole. But we got a lot going on here. We started off with Io Sky, who I was rooting for to win the Rumble. Then we got Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, Lyra, Chelsea Green. So we're already getting a great lineup here. And I was hoping when Chelsea got into the Rumble that she didn't get kicked out real quick. Then we get B-Fab, Ivy Niles, Zoe Stark, Lash Legend, and Bianca. Talk about top tier 10 right there. Well, B-Fab's not top tier yet, but she can be. You know, Lash Legend, my wife's like, damn, she's huge. I was like, yeah, Lash is a beast, man. I was like, you're seeing all these, you know, this is why I was telling my brothers, like, the women's division itself is on fire. Then we go for the next round of 10. We got Shayna, we got Bayley, we got Sonya, we got Maxine, Naomi, Jada, damn, coming in like a beast. Piper saving Chelsea, you know, Natalya, then Jordan Grace, and it was said on commentary she is not representing TNA. She is officially signed with WWE, which that news broke earlier in the week. So Jordan Grace is here and looking awesome. I love the blonde hair. I love the look. And she did a really nice post saying, like, you know, Cody was the one that got me on the All In show, and that got me signed to TNA right after. And then she was posed with them in the picture tonight. She was just being humble and giving Cody his flowers. And I was just like, man, this is just awesome, man. And at number 20, we get Meechim. So this Rumble's already, like, stacked right there. And as we're waiting and as the clock goes, bang, entrance 21. Alexa Bliss. Holy moly guacamole, she's back wearing a Fiend Forever shirt, a tribute to Bray Wyatt, holding the doll and everything, looking great, looking fabulous, hasn't missed a beat, and she got in that Rumble, and all of us in the household were like, damn, she's got to eliminate Liv, she's got to eliminate her. I want to see that. I want to see Liv Morgan's ass go over the rope. But then we get Zelina, then we get Candice LeRae, then we get Stephanie Vancouver. I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Then we get Trish Stratus. I'm like, God, did we need that? Then Raquel Rodriguez, I think Raquel Rodriguez and Trish Stratus' spots could have gone to somebody else. Raquel could have been out there anyway to be a help for Liv, her bodyguard. And then here is the Queen, Charlotte Flair. She says she couldn't get her robe off on the after show. She's like, yeah, she goes, she had to yank that mother just to pull it off. Charlotte Flair gets in there, then Julia. And I'm like, oh, and I got goosebumps, and Stephanie, and I'm just like thinking of all these women in this Rumble that are just, then like thinking of the possibilities of Charlotte, who Charlotte can face and everything like that. Then we get Nia Jax. I was like, finally, here to clear the Rumble in a big way. But here's that 30 spot. Who's at 30? Is it Becky Lynch? Is it AJ Lee? Who's at number 30? You can look, but you can't touch. Nikki Bella. I like the Bellas. I liked them at their time. They were for that time, the Diva era and everything like that. But now in this setting, I'm like, Nikki Bella? Really? Where's Becky? Where is Becky? Oh my gosh. I didn't know what to think of this. I was just like, okay. And then it really became obvious as we started really clearing the ring here. Charlotte Flair is the winner, and she got the win. And I think she threw Nikki over the top rope. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, who's she going to face? And I was like, Rhea Charlotte 2 from WrestleMania Goes Hollywood? Huh? Or we spice it up and we get Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton. Two great possibilities there for WrestleMania 41. I'm excited. I'm not shocked that Charlotte won. It was just one of those things where it's just like, man, who's coming back? But Alexa Bliss is here, so we're going to see. I can't wait for Monday Night Raw. It's going to be awesome to see how all of this unfolds. Then we go into our WWE Tag Team Championship match, 2 out of 3 falls. DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns. I was going for the Motor City Machine Guns, but this tag team division has too many components in it, especially a team called the Street Profits. And literally right before this match was going on, I was like, oh man, the tag team division, we need to stack it back up. Where's the Street Profits? But hey, I was wrong. Here comes the Street Profits, basically helping DIY to win, but they didn't. DIY got the 2 falls, but the Street Profits attacked DIY because DIY took them out, and Motor City Machine Guns, they were just in the Street Profits' way. So they wanted the Street Profits wants to get those titles off DIY, and I'm like, you know what? Let's take time. Let's take this time to give the Street Profits this opportunity. So at WrestleMania, ooh, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that at all. But yeah, so DIY won this, and then we go into our undisputed WWE Championship ladder match. Oh. Cody versus Kevin Owens. This wasn't a match. This wasn't a wrestling match. This was a fight. 2 individuals that hate each other. Ladders upon ladders. Even a tiny little stubby one. These 2 wanted to murder each other. And after this match, after Cody gets the win, it was reported that he has suffered multiple injuries, and we don't know his status just yet. So we will find out on SmackDown. He didn't do the press conference after, but that doesn't overshadow this piece of art and work between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. Cody being my guy. Cody's my champion. I already have the picture of him holding both belts as my wallpaper and everything. But man, the bumps and the final finale, an Alabama slammer to take out Kevin for good, and his head going right into it and just folding up like a paper doll and everything like that. I was just like, damn, man, and getting busted open. But I was like, and Cody going so savage. So it's just like, is that Homelander turn coming? Is it on the horizon? Because this is a vicious Cody. Yes, he did ask the ref, is he okay? And then, you know what? He just put the nail in the coffin. He went to the announcer's desk while there was a bloody, lifeless Kevin there and held up both those championships. It's a great picture, a great image. Oh, my goodness, man. And I really did enjoy this match. This match is my match of the night. The Rumbles are just a little bit different, because it's more about the moments and then the possibilities, especially with this the men's Royal Rumble we're going to talk about. But man, undisputed WWE Championship ladder match, awesome. My match of the night right here. Cody's my guy, but I hope he's not hurt. And Kevin, thank you for taking those very scary spots, man. I hope you get well soon. And Sammy had to get out there. I mean, to show the realism is after the first big bump with Cody and Kevin, they had everyone come out, Nick and the producers and Sammy, just to check on Kevin to make it feel real, and it did. Then when they did the Alabama Slammer, so old school too, man. To use that as the final blow, of two people who hate each other right into that ladder, it was awesome. It was perfection. So we shall see the aftermath of what's going on here and who's going to face Cody, who's going to face Gunther at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. Now the men's Royal Rumble. A lot of stacked people in this Rumble. A lot of stacked people. So much so, me and my wife the night before we sat there, we're talking. It was like, who's going to win the men's Royal? I'm like, I don't know. There's so many possibilities. You got Punk, you got Cena, you got Seth, you got Damian, you got Drew McIntyre, you got all these variables. And the farthest thing from my mind was Jey Uso. Like, that was the farthest thing because you had all these other, crazy antics over here going on and everything like that, like a Roman Reigns and a Cena and a Punk and all that. It's just like, oh my gosh, we got we got the Avengers here, man, of the WWE. So we started off with Rey Mysterio. My brother goes, man, would it be cool if Penta is the second one? And Penta was. Oh my gosh, goosebumps. And Penta said in an interview, yo, I'm not here to be the next Rey Mysterio. I'm here to be the next Penta. Cierro Bueno. Yeah, baby. But there was a bit of a botch here. I think it's just Penta still getting used to the WWE style. His feet touched the ground, but they tried to play it off. But only 1 foot. It was only 1 foot. It was only 1 foot, So they try to do that, but here comes Chad, and we're just getting the Rumble started. Carmelo Hayes, Santos Escobar, Otis, Braun Breaker. Oh my gosh, already stacked, man. And I was like, Braun's gonna whoop some ass here, and everyone got the shine. And here comes Tozawa. Lies. Here comes this dude named Speed. I don't really know who he is. I know he's a streamer, but I've been seeing him more on my TikToks and shorts and everything like that. He's a very entertaining individual, but Tozawa's taken out, and he goes. Triple H's like, hey, you, Speed, you're in the Rumble. He's like, what? Speed goes into the Rumble. He's hyped. He's ready. He has his moment. And then Braun Breaker just spears the shit out of him. Oh, my gosh, man. It was such a fun moment. And then he tosses Speed out. Freaking Otis catches him and then just lunges his ass across the announce desk. And I will give it up to Speed for taking that bump, man. Like, being like, hey, because when they're going over this in rehearsal, be like, you're going to get speared by Braun. What? Yeah, then Otis is going to catch you. Oh, someone's going to catch you. Then Otis is just going to chuck your ass over the announce table. Oh, that's a lot to ask of somebody that's not in this sport. And I give it up to Speed for doing it. Much love and respect there. Then we have Sheamus and Jimmy Uso. Now we're up to 10. Then we're going into the next 10. We got Andrade. We got Jacob Fatu, who was such a beast in this Rumble, man. It was funny as they showed a video of him last year being in the crowd at the Rumble. But here he's a shining star. We get Ludwig. We get The Miz. And I believe in Joe Hendry. Best part about Joe Hendry coming out at 15 is the fact that Sheamus was just getting a kick out of it. He's like watching the crowd. He's just like, this is bloody great. This is awesome. He even said, I did enjoy Joe Hendry. So great moment there. And here comes Roman Reigns. You feel the presence, and it's just like, yes, let's get this Rumble going. And then you get Drew McIntyre. You're like, oh, God, he's going to go after Roman. This is awesome. And we get a Finn Balor returning, a Shinsuke, and we get Jey Uso. Yes, Jey Uso at number 20 coming into the Rumble hot. So we're already stacked at this point, but people are being eliminated left and right. And we get entrance 21, which was Alexa Bliss's entrance as well. We get AJ Styles. Whew, he's got his old music back, which made me very happy. I was like, oh, you don't want none. I was like, yes, AJ Styles. Then we get Braun Strowman. Then here comes John. This is where I lose my mind. We get John Cena. Oh, huge pop. CM Punk. Huge. Then Seth Rollins. Oh, my God. Now we're at Roman. Like, everyone's here. That we're thinking is going to win this thing. And here comes Dirty Dom, Sami Zayn, Damian Priest, LA Knight, and, of course, to be number 30, Logan Paul. All the players are on deck. It's coming down to it. And Logan Paul eliminated CM Punk, which was one of the, oh, what? Oh, okay. Then it got all the way down to Jey Uso and John Cena. And I was like, well, I guess it's obvious that John Cena's going to win, right? Like, this is his final run. This is his final year. No. Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble. And I'm seeing people lose their minds. They're like, oh, my God. Why Jey? Jey's not, he just fought for the title, at Saturday Night Main Event and lost. But, hey, that was Rocky 1. WrestleMania's Rocky 2. Think about that. He says he wants to beat Gunther. Gunther says he can't beat him. You can build that story all day, every day, and it's going to work. But yeah, Jey Uso, and me and my wife and all of us are like, oh, okay. And then seeing Jey get emotional, it just started just to feel right. It felt right for me. I started tearing up, especially when he got to his kid, grinding on that tag team scene and being told, this is where you're at and this is where you're going to be. You got to get past that, being like the greats like Shawn Michaels and stuff like that. You got to get past that barrier. And I believe Jey Uso deserves the win. I do, 100%. I want to hear your thoughts and comments, though. And people being like, well, John Cena should have won. But I was like, people bitch all the time. Like, John Cena just buries everybody. I bet you if John did win, oh, look, there we go. They just gave it to John. Yeah, they gave it to John like they did Charlotte Flair, of course, But no, John knows better. Punk knows better. Everybody was happy for Jey Uso, and Punk still has ways to get to the WrestleMania main event he wants because we have the Elimination Chamber March 1st coming up. And and John has declared already, even Triple H is like, yeah, he can do whatever he wants. This is his final year. He's giving us these moments, especially thinking like, oh, man, this is it. This is the last Rumble I'm going to see him in. This is the last time. I got a little emotional. And I got to see the press conference afterwards. Jey Uso, you could tell he's very, very honored and whatnot. And I'm very happy for Jey Uso. At first, all of us were like, whoa. And then as the emotions started settling in, the tears started coming down my face and seeing how proud Jey Uso was winning, seeing his son and, the yeets and the announcers coming up to him and congratulating him. Like, it was a real moment in time and a special moment. And all I got, and Roman Reigns too, who knows the business, who could have won this thing. No, he understands we got to move forward. And he tweeted out, yeet. Because it's all about building, and Jey Uso, it's awesome. I'm excited. I want to see Jey Uso versus Gunther. I want that Rocky 2 moment where he goes the distance and shows Gunther, and Gunther gets up and hands him the championship and shakes his hand and raises his hand at WrestleMania. I know that match is going to be night 1. It has to be night 1, and Cody, if Cody is good. So, tell me what you thought of the Royal Rumble. Were you a little disappointed with Nikki Bella? Because I was. I was a little disappointed with some other things, too. The Men's Rumble, for the most part, I was okay with everybody. I was really waiting for Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods. But they could go on Raw and be like, look, we weren't even invited to the Rumble. What the hell? Kofi's been doing the Rumble for years, and this is his Rumble he's missing? Because there was those moments where we all thought Big E was going to come in. But they stated he wasn't medically cleared at all. So we're saving that. moment, between the New Day and Big E. So a lot's going to happen. We're in WrestleMania season. We're going to the Elimination Chamber in Toronto. It's going to be awesome, man. So I give this show a solid 4 out of 5. And my match of the night is the undisputed WWE Championship, Cody versus Kevin. And Cody winning and Cody retaining. And hopefully he's healthy. Hopefully he's good. And hopefully the doctors can clear him. So that's the Royal Rumble. Drop those comments below. Hit that like, hit the subscribe. Share it to grandma, share it to grandma, share the bum down at Walmart.
And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.